All right, we're good.
All right, welcome to the call, everybody. My name is Rashida Smith. Thanks for logging in this evening. I have the distinguished pleasure of introducing you guys to the speaker for the evening. I have a ton of respect for this guy. I mean, he's a lot of fun. He's super knowledgeable of this information and he's having a lot of success. And that's the main reason why it's great for you guys to get this information directly from him because he's qualified and has the experience. And on top of that, he's making a lot of money doing it. So that's why you want to hear it from him. So, guys, without any further delay, I want to introduce you to the speaker today out of Dallas, Texas, Nicholas Lau. Nicholas, take it away, brother. As you take
Thank
a
you very
sip.
much,
Okay.
Rashila. I appreciate it. So,
All right.
thank you, everybody, for showing up today. So, wherever you are at the world, it's probably, for a lot of you, it's probably Sunday evening. So, thank you for taking a little bit of time away from your family and your lives. What I want you to do right now, just for the next 20 minutes or so, just put the distractions away, get off of social media, turn the TV off, just give me a little bit of your time and attention because I'm going to show you something that has legitimately changed my life here in the last 100 days or so. This time last year, my life was absolutely, I don't want to say it was miserable, but it had no direction. Literally, this time last year, I was driving an Uber car. I was going around town picking people up. I had made some business decisions the previous year that didn't go as planned, and I was just a little bit lost. So I said, you know what, I can't be at home. I need to get out of the house. So I started doing some Uber driving, and then the pandemic hit in March, and I couldn't even do that anymore because the airports were closed. So I was like, so I'm back at home. So I said, I got to make something happen here. So I got back into affiliate marketing and email marketing. One thing led to another. I started meeting people, but the reason things changed for me is because I kept my options open. I kept my mind and my heart open. I kept my ears open, and when people were giving me things, I was actually, saying, hey, this might be a good option. One thing led to another, and in the summer, one of my friends came to me and said, hey, have you ever done any sort of Forex trading? I was like, no, but I've heard about it. I know a lot of people are doing well with it. And he said, why don't we take a look at it? He didn't know Forex trading either. One thing led to another. We got into a company. And from that company, we met a lot of people that are in this company today, including my uplines. So, it was about, being in the right place at the right time. Now, I don't want to say I was lucky because luck can only happen when preparation meets opportunity, right? So I was prepared for an opportunity because I was looking for one. If you're looking for one and one appears, then it's going to make a lot of sense to you. If you're not looking for one, it's just not going to make sense. So I'll tell you a little bit more about my story later, but what I want to do is get into the presentation and get you the meat and potatoes of why you came here. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, if you can see my slides, you can see me, you can hear me, just drop a 1 in the chat and I will go ahead and get going. Just drop a 1 in the chat if you can see my slides. Let me just take a look at the chat box. All right. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Ziki. Okay, perfect. All right, so the name of the company is Epic, and Epic stands for Exceptional People and Incredible Compensation. Shouldn't you be first at least once in your life? This is the question that we ask at the beginning of the webinar, and it pretty much goes back to what I was saying. Is like, there's many times in your life that you miss out on opportunities. There's things that you could have done that you didn't do, and there's friends that came to you and said, hey, it would be really great to do some sort of business together. And for some reason or another, you decided not to take part in there. So give me 1 second here. All right, if you guys can just mute yourselves out, that would be awesome. I'm getting a little bit of feedback noise. But anyways, getting back to what had happened. So there was a time in my life back in 2016 where a friend talked to me about crypto. He was like, hey, Nick, you should really get into this. I'm doing this thing, with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I thought it was a big hype. And I was like, how much is it? He's like, well, Bitcoin's like $450. And I was like, well, why would I pay $450 for something? Mind you, this is like 2016. Obviously, I'm kicking myself now because had I invested in Bitcoin then, I'd probably be retired on a beach by now. But, that's my point, is that you have to keep your options open. Think about Bill Gates, think about Steve Jobs, think about Jeff Bezos. These guys all started their businesses in a garage or in a small apartment. They went out to their friends. They said, hey, this is what I'm doing. What do you guys think? How many of their friends rejected them? They got tons of rejections, but did they change their philosophy? Did they say that, oh, well, since my friend said no, I'm just going to put this to the side. Maybe they're right. No, they kept pursuing it. They kept pursuing it. And look what they did. They became some of the richest people in the world because they never gave up on their hopes and dreams. So those people, the friends that actually did join them, they're all very wealthy now because they believed in their friends, they believed in the vision, and they tagged along. So what do we do here at Epic? We teach Forex trading, okay? We're a Forex trading academy and university. So what is Forex? Well, Forex stands for foreign exchange. It's the act of buying and selling currencies. It's used daily by the banks, the central banks, institutional investors, and individuals around the world. It's a portable skill that will benefit you for the rest of your life as long as you have your cell phone, your tablet, your iPad, your laptop, and you're connected to the internet. You can participate in the Forex market, which is the largest financial market in the world. $6 trillion per day is moving into the Forex markets back and forth. And we're talking trillions. So if you just got a little piece of that every day, you can make a brand new life for yourself. I've seen it happen over and over. Another thing I love about this industry, it operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it doesn't matter if you have school, if you have a job that's not at night, if you have the kids or whatever. This is a market that's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. You can carve out the time and spend some time on the markets, trading and making money. That's what I absolutely love about this. It is a worldwide business. So who are we? Well, Epic is a global company that provides the environment for people of all backgrounds to learn the lifelong skill of Forex trading while also pursuing their financial dreams and goals. We have an executive team that has more than 100 years of successful business and MLM experience. What's more important and what really stood out to me is that we have industry leading Forex traders and trainers. So what does that mean? We actually have people in this business that are teaching us that are professional traders. They make 6, 7, and 8 figures a year. So this is not a university like a traditional university where you're in class with a professor that maybe hasn't traded in years or maybe doesn't even trade. They just teach you logic and theory out of a book. That's not the same as what we're doing here. You're looking over the shoulders of people who actually do this for a living. There's no better experience than the hands-on learning. This company is also 100% debt-free. Here's our leadership team. Our founder and CEO is Mr. David McCovey. The guy is an absolute visionary. He's a serial entrepreneur. And he has this way of, kind of projecting the future. He knows what's going on. So he actually has another company called Evolution Travel. It's a travel company that's been around for about 5 years, has done over $200 million in revenue. Obviously, last year, we got hit with the pandemic. People were not traveling. It didn't affect his business that much from a financial sense, but people were not traveling. And that's where you get a lot of your case studies from. It gave him some time to actually think about how to expand his business. And he always wanted to do Forex. He knew Forex was the next wave. He knew it was at the forefront. He wanted to be a part of that. He just needed the right team. And as you see around him, he has put the right team together. Spencer Iverson is the president. He is a sports agent and attorney. He has built many businesses from the ground up. He has incredible stories. He actually just did one for us yesterday. If you guys can mute yourselves out, that'd be awesome. Give me just a second. All right, cool. Give me just a second. Hey, Anand, I'm going to make you co-host. If you could just mute people out, that'd be awesome. All right. So anyways, so Spencer Iverson's the president. He did a training call for us yesterday, and he told me the story that absolutely blew us away. And if anybody was on that call, they heard the story that Mr. Iverson said about wanting to be at his son's basketball game and also being at the convention of his network marketing company. And when he talked to his upline had told him, listen, the reason we do these businesses is so we can have time for our families. So if your kid is in a basketball game, you go to that basketball game. That's why we do this business. But you know what? He's this much of a leader that after his son's basketball game, even though they lost and it wasn't even close, he drove 17 hours and got to that convention to be with his team. And he sat up in the top with his team and they were absolutely blown away. That's the type of president we have in this company. That's the type of leadership we have. Mr. Mark Sterling, Vice President of Sales, an amazing guy, funny guy, the total person you want to lead you in sales. One thing he told us at the beginning, he said, guys, I've been doing network marketing for 30 years. This is different. This is just different. And I'll tell you why. Because in a lot of those other companies, we were trying to, focus on the compensation plan and just push a product that was very average. Over here, we're actually a Forex trading university and academy that just happens to have a network marketing component because that's the way we choose to promote this business. Now, Mr. David Lisiaga, if it wasn't for this guy, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now because my business partner and I were having a hard time making a decision to come over to Epic because we had just got into a previous company. We had a talk with Mr. Lisiaga and my other friends, and there was some things that he said that really made the decision for me. And he told us about his experiences. He told us about his vision for the future. And he said, listen, if you guys want to stay at this company, you have my blessing. I hope it works out for you. But in my personal opinion, this company will not be here in 90 days. And when he said that, it just kind of sent shockwaves through my system. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go with Mr. Lisiaga because I believe in him. And sure enough, 90 days later, that other company did go out of business. So when I met Mr. Lisiaga last week in Las Vegas, I pulled him aside and I gave him a hug and I said, thank you. You saved my life. Because if I didn't have that conversation with you, I probably would have stayed at the previous company and I would be crying a river right now. So anyways, I'm probably gonna meet him this week again, and he's just an amazing guy, and I'm just so blessed to have run across him in my life. Jonathan Green is a global master ambassador. He's a mathematician. He's a computer scientist, a computer engineer, and he's the type of person you want to talk to if it's about structuring your business or how to maximize a compensation plan. Him and his family are actually recovering from COVID-19 right now, so please keep them in your thoughts and your prayers. Last but not least, Coach Max. She's the heart and soul of this business. I just had the pleasure of meeting her last week at the event too. An absolutely amazing person, very sweet. She really cares about not only this company, but her people, the people that are following her, the people that are learning from her. In her lifetime, which isn't that long because she's a young lady, but in her business lifetime, she has taught over 70,000 people how to do Forex trading. Okay. So if you're on this call and if you have learned from Coach Max, if you've implemented her teachings and you've made money because of Coach Max, drop some fire, some ones in the chat, because Coach Max is the real deal. And she has, she has blessed so many people in their lives. I was on a mindset call with her a couple of weeks ago, and the people that were speaking about her, we're talking about adults that were in tears because of how much she's affected their lives. So just an absolutely brilliant woman. Some of the Epic advantages, first of all, our Forex trading is fun. It's not like a university where you're bored out of your mind. I mean, it is a really, really fun atmosphere. We keep it loose for everybody. We don't pick on anybody. It's just really fun and it's professional at the same time. We do weekly pay in over 100 countries, okay? Because Mr. McCovey understands that you guys have bills that are weekly, you have expenses that are weekly, you need to put gas in your car, you need to put food on the table. You cannot wait a whole month to get paid. It's not fair to you. So if you're on the business side of this, if you're building a team and building a business, then you're going to get paid weekly in more than 100 different countries. We have a great back office, as you saw on the previous slide. That's why I spent so much time on the previous slide, because we do have a strong culture. We have great communication, effective compliance, first-class marketing, a very strong social media presence. And as of last month, international members can now enroll using Bitcoin. So if there's countries out there that have problems with credit cards, digital currency is on the forefront. They're going to do everything they can to keep improving that and adding more features so more of the world can participate. Because as you see behind the slide, you see a globe of the world or a map of the world. It's because this is a worldwide business. Forex trading to the financial world is like what soccer is to sports. It's the thing that is allowed to be played almost everywhere. So we want to make sure that we get all of the things that we can. So we're going to be releasing in multiple languages. We just released in Spanish. We have closed captioning for the hearing impaired. And as time goes on, we're going to keep releasing in new languages, because English is not the predominant language in every country, but they can still do Forex trading. So we want to make sure we get the materials in their language. All right, so very important slide. These are the services, because if you join Epic Trading and you participate in Epic University, you want to know what your products are, right? You want to be a product of the product. Well, probably our main thing is our live sessions, okay? So I would say that our live sessions is where a bulk of the education is happening and where people can, really understand what's going on, because in these live sessions, we come online 3 times a day, our educators. During the New York session, the Tokyo session, and the London session. Those are the 3 biggest sessions of the day. One of our educators will come online on Zoom in the back office, and they'll be teaching while they're trading. So it's an amazing, this is what they do for a living, right? They trade for a living. All they're doing is turning on Zoom so they can teach you in the progress. So rather than just sit there, talking to themselves, they get to talk to you, they get to educate you, they get to teach you why the candles do what they do, why the motions do what they do, and you have a complete learning experience over the shoulder. Okay, our next product, which I think is probably the most popular product because people talk about it the most, is the trade signals. Okay, so with the trade signals, our educators, remember, even when they're not on Zoom, they're professional traders. They're trading at all hours of the day. And if they see something they like, if they're about to set up for a trade, they'll put the parameters of the trade in a little app called Telegram, which will text message it to our phone, and it'll tell us, what the pair is, where to buy, where to sell, where to set your stop loss. It'll give you all the parameters you need. So you just kind of set it and forget it. This is great because it'll allow you to earn while you learn. You can make money on the go. When you're doing signals, it doesn't matter if you're at work, at the mall, at the movies. I mean, literally last week, I did it in the air on the way to Vegas. I got the Wi-Fi and I didn't do a live account, but I was doing a demo account. I was like, oh man, I could trade while I'm in a flight in the air. So that was an interesting experience. We also have Epic University. That's Coach Max's 2-week program. This is the 2-week program that everybody needs to go through, okay? If you really are serious about this, you go through that Epic University. It doesn't matter if at the beginning you don't even know what Forex means. By the end of the 2 weeks, not only will you know what Forex means, you'll be able to have a full conversation with people. You'll know a lot of the terminology. And best of all, you'll be ready to trade. We also have Epic Study Halls, which is like a classroom setting. And in that classroom setting, they go over specific subject matter. We have classes, we have intro to Forex, we have beginners classes, we have intermediate, we have advanced, we even have honors classes. So we have something for everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're talking to somebody that doesn't know what Forex means, we have intro to Forex. If you talk to somebody that's more of an advanced trader, we still have something for them because we have intermediate classes, we have advanced, we have honors, and we have a society where they can really, expand their network, talk to other traders and increase their skills, especially in the Epic Trade House, which is our chat room where you could chat with the other coaches and advanced educators, get some information, have people review your homework and everything. So that's really cool too. There's also other services that are not even listed, like the market forecast. Market forecast is actually huge. One of our educators will come out, they'll do a webinar for maybe like an hour or so. They'll tell you everything that week that you need to pay attention to. What type of announcements are going to happen, what's happening in the crypto world, what countries might be affected, what to stay away from, what to focus on. One second. All right. Okay, so another thing is the 20 pips and dip indicator. And the 20 pips and dip indicator is exclusive to Epic, okay? That is the indicator that we use on our charts on TradingView. It tells us when to get in and when to get out of trades. It shows us where our support and resistance levels are. Basically, I like to equate it to when you're a child and you're coloring and your teacher says stay within the lines. The indicator is kind of like that. It's going to help you stay within the lines, so where the areas are that you can actually make an effective trade or not. All right, so that was all the education side of the business. Now, if you're interested in the business side, it's not required. If you just want to come to Epic to learn how to trade, that's perfectly fine. But if you actually want to make a residual income, if you want to refer some friends, we actually have some tools for you as well. We have freeforex.com, which is something Mr. Lisiaga put together. It is your landing page and capture system, so you can capture people's names and email addresses. Epic will follow up with them for you. You could also download your subscribers. But most of all, they have it set up where people on our email list that are not even members of the company, they'll get a few free trade signals a week so they can get a taste of what's going on. That's how much our company believes in their products, that we're willing to give people trade signals for free. Okay, so we have very high quality trade signals. We also have an Epic telephone app, which is awesome. I've been using it a lot lately. You could put your prospects information in there. You could do your 3-way calls. You could set up your appointments and see that share button. That share button allows you to go look at all the different presentations, copy and paste it, and just send it to your people. So the Epic app is awesome. And then you have Epic Swag for your clothing and, if you want to represent the company, which I really love. I don't know if any of you guys have Epic Swag, but I do. I got the face masks and it worked like a charm last week. I was at the airport. I had my face mask on with the little candles that say Epic, and somebody's looking at my face mask. They're like, what's Epic? And I said, oh, it's a Forex trading academy. We teach people how to make money in the markets the same way the banks do. Do you want some information on it? And he said, oh, okay, that's cool. So I just texted him some information. The face mask did the marketing for me. I wasn't even planning on talking to anybody. I was so tired at the airport, and I had the mask on. They asked a question. Same thing happened on the drive home. My Uber driver asked about it too, and he was very interested. He's actually has heard about Forex, so he gave me his information. So maybe I'll sign him up this week after I get together with him a little bit. So, like I said, the marketing works. All right, so here's the disclaimer. Epic cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. So basically what this means is we cannot guarantee you anything. We don't know what your work ethic is. We don't know if you're going to show up to the classes. We don't know if you're going to take the trade signals. We don't know if you're going to do it right. All we know is we put all the education in place that if you go through it, you can make an absolute business and a lifestyle change out of this. We have seen it over and over. Even in the last 100 days, we only launched officially October 1st. So many people's lives have been changed, both on the business building side and both on the trading side. So we know that this business can change your life, but we just cannot make any sort of guarantees. So here's the compensation plan. Now, for the compensation plan to make sense, you have to know what the price is, okay? So the price of Epic for everything that we went over, okay? So all of that education that you get, the trade signals, the study halls, the live sessions, all of that is going to be $134.99 per month. That is the cost, okay? And that's a very fair cost. I'll tell you for two reasons why. Because when I do prospecting, sometimes I like to prospect people that have their own little Forex company. I ran into one such gentleman in Dubai. He's doing very well for himself. He has his own Forex company. And I went to his website. He charges more for the trade signals alone than we charge for the entire university. And that's fine. He deserves to charge whatever he wants because his body of work proves that he's good at what he does. But he charges more for one service than we charge for the entire university. So that told me we have a very good deal here that is good for the whole world. And just to put it in perspective, I've said this a few times in the past, Harvard University teaches Forex trading. Harvard University is like $20,000, $30,000 a semester. Not only that, you have to pay that much money and you can't just go to the Forex class, right? You have to go to your English class and your math class and all these other classes that, are just going to take time away from actually learning Forex trading. The point I'm trying to make is we have an excellent value here. And even though we have an excellent value, Mr. McCovey wanted to make it even better. So he said that if you bring 3 people into this company, we're going to go ahead and waive your tuition. So the $135 a month will be temporarily waived. And instead, what you're going to do is pay a $14.99, so a $15 business building fee. So what I'm telling you is, if you bring 3 people in this company, all that education, everything that we went over will only be $15 a month. If you think that that's an amazing deal, everything that I went over for $15 a month, drop a 1 in the chat. Because it blows me away that we can get all of that for only $15 a month just by bringing 3 people into this program, okay? Now, this is what's gonna happen. When your 3 people see that you got your tuition waived and you're only paying $15 now, they're gonna wanna do the same thing too, right? Even though $135 is more than a fair deal, if people have a chance to save money, they're gonna take it up. So when that team of 3 becomes a team of 12, and they're in the appropriate legs, 5 in leg 1, 5 in leg 2, and 2 in leg 3, the company is now going to pay you $600 a month. But remember, we don't pay monthly here, we pay weekly. So you're going to start making $150 every single week as your team expands to 30 people. And remember, you don't have to bring in all 30 people. Your team is actually working because everybody's trying to get their 3 so they can get their tuition waived. So all of a sudden, you have 30 people on your team and you only brought in 3. Okay, now the company's going to pay you $1,000 a month, $250 a week. So if you notice something, the number 3 never changes. For the life of this business, you only need to maintain 3 people, 1 in each leg. That's the only requirement. Obviously, I tell people, hey, you want to be a little bit smart about it. You don't want to stop at 3. You want to maybe put a couple of people in each leg that are personals. That way, you protect your tuition waive and, you protect your commission as well. So as your team gets to about 80 people, you're now making $2,000 a month. So this is the position that kind of changed my life, Founder 5000. That's when I knew that I was in Epic for the long haul because I did it very quickly. Okay, so I had a team of 250. I had 100 in leg 1, 100 in leg 2, and 50 in leg 3. When I did that, the company started paying me $5,000 a month, $1,250 a week, every Friday. And I was like, I was like, I can get used to this. So on Fridays, I would get an email saying that your deposit has been made into your Pay Quicker account, which we use. And then from there, I just transfer it to my bank account. So Monday mornings, when I wake up, and at this point, I don't wake up that early, but on Monday mornings, when my friends are getting ready to go to work, they're in their cars, they're stuck in traffic, their coffee's cold, they're sitting in a cubicle, they hate their boss. When all that's happening Monday, I'm barely waking up and I'm looking at my phone. It says $1,250 has been deposited into your bank account. And I was like, I love this business. I absolutely love this business because not only that, not only am I making money by building a team and helping other people change their lives, when I get up, it's time to trade. I jump on the markets, I attend different sessions, and I'm learning this skill set, this lifelong skill set. That this is the thing. Epic's going to be around for a long time. This is going to be a legacy company. Mark my word. 20 years from now, we're still going to be talking about Epic. But let's just say something happened and Epic went away. If you learn the skill of Forex trading from Epic, that skill is yours for the rest of your life. That's what I love about this. We're actually learning a skill. We're not pushing potions and lotions and coffees and supplements and things that 10 other companies already provide. We're giving you a skill set. You cannot put a value on that. Okay. We're actually teaching you something that you can help, your family, your friends, teach other people. Absolutely love it. So when I got to Founder 5000, I was like, well, if I got this far, should I go a little bit harder? And the thing that made me go to Ambassador 10, aside from it being, one of the top positions, is there's a thing called Epic Estates. And in Epic Estates, what Mr. McCovey did is when you get to Ambassador 10 and you hold it for a period of time, you can take your business and you can put it in your will. You can go to your attorney and say, listen, I have a business called Epic. The owner of the company said I can put this in my will. If anything was to ever happen to you and you're not here anymore, your business will transfer to your heirs, whether it's your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, whoever you want, they will take over your residual income. If you think that that's absolutely amazing, that you can build a business and if something happens to you, you can hand it over to your children so you don't have to worry about them. They're going to have some money. Drop some ones in the chat. I think that that's what inspired me. When I saw that, I said, you know what? This business is worth building because if something were to ever happen to me, I'm leaving something for my family. They're going to pick up that residual income. They're going to pick up that $2,500 a week. When you get to Ambassador, you're now making 5 figures a month. You're now making 6 figures a year. You're also in a leadership position that gets recognized by this company, which happened last week in Las Vegas. We went over there, Mr. McCovey, Mr. Lisiaga, the rest of the staff, they announced all the ambassadors and the icons, and it was awesome. I've never been a part of anything like that because I've never been in a business where I've had such success so quickly. So it was surreal because if you take me back to July and you would have said, hey, Nick, in January, you're going to be a part of this company that's going to launch in October and you're going to be recognized as a 6-figure earner on stage. I would have said, get out of here. It's like, that's never going to happen, but it happened. So I'm telling you, if it can happen for me, it can absolutely happen for you as well. We're going to do another one in July. We're going to have another big event in July. I want so many people on this call to be recognized at that event. That would be amazing. So there's a lot more positions. I'm not going to get into them because the money just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I can only speak to where I am at. And I'm telling you that this is very possible. It's an amazing, amazing business. We have people that are making 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 a month, and they've done it in less than 100 days. Absolutely incredible. So just like I spoke about with the Epic swag, we have Epic rewards too, but the Epic rewards are only for people that actually earn them. So when you become an ambassador, you'll qualify for the ring program. The ambassadors also go on a trip. They came back from Mexico. Mr. Lisiaga just recently got his Rolex ring. And in the future, I'm sure he's going to get that beautiful Lamborghini. But you know what I love about these? These are conversation pieces. When you become an Epic ambassador and you get that ring, which hopefully I'll get here in the next month or two, when you get that ring, it's a conversation starter. You're out to lunch with your friends. Somebody sees your ring. It's like, hey, that's a nice ring. Where'd you get it from? Oh, I got it from my company. They gave it to me because I hit a rank in the company that's very special. It's like, oh, really? What's that about? It's cool. It's called Epic Trading. It's a Forex trading academy. We teach people how to make money the same way the banks do. Do you want some information on it? Sure. Your ring just recruited a person for you, just like my mask did, because you know, if my mask can recruit a person, the ring can recruit a person. That trip to Mexico can recruit a person. That Rolex can recruit a person because it is attached to a story. Okay, that's what I really love about it. So to wrap things up, How do you become Epic? Get back with the person who invited you. Make sure you get their link. Make sure you thank them. Make sure you sign up under them. And you two are about to start building an amazing business together. At the very least, you're going to learn a lifelong skill set that'll change your life. Become an Epic Scholar for $134.99. Begin to learn and share the benefits of Forex trading. When you have 3 people under you, go ahead and upgrade for $14.99 to an IBO, an independent business owner. Start maximizing that compensation plan, start using the marketing tools, and help people change their life. We just came out of a year where a lot of people's lives were negatively impacted. We had people lose their jobs. We had people lose family members. We had people getting divorces because of financial situations. We had businesses that were shutting down left and right. Okay, people are coming off a very traumatic year, but guess what? You have something that can absolutely change their life. And compared to what they lost, $135, it's nothing. They just have to see the vision. They have to see what you are doing, what you are doing, what you're accomplishing. So over here at Epic, we're creating the ultimate trading and lifestyle community. It's not just about the education, even though we have amazing education. It's not just about the compensation plan, because we have an amazing compensation plan. It's actually about the lifestyle. At the end of the day, we do all this for the lifestyle. Like Mr. Iverson was saying, he built, businesses so he could spend more time with his family, not so he can be more into the business where he neglects his family. So we are definitely a family first environment. We want to give you the tools so you can make money. We want to give you the tools so you can inspire people's lives. But more importantly, we want you to have that lifestyle that you deserve. So why be average when you can be epic? My name is Nicholas Lal. I'm an Ambassador 10 from Dallas, Texas. I appreciate you all coming out today. At the moment, let me just check who is available. What I want to do is bring out one of our epic educators who is on the call. And he's an amazing guy. We learned so much from him. If you guys have not attended his sessions, you absolutely need to. This guy is an absolute gem. Mr. Angus Livy, are you there, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Great, great. What a fantastic presentation. Guys, Nicholas is someone who, you can really look up to. He's taken this business and he's run with it. And he's shown us all what you can do. You don't have to be anyone special. You don't have to do anything. You just have to, do that little bit of work each day and share the business with everybody, and you can become successful. And one of the other things, maybe you're saying, well, I don't want to build a business. That's fine. You don't have to. But what you can do is learn how to trade Forex. And we have so many wonderful trainers and traders within Epic. And I'm just one of them. I trade a particular type of Forex called binary options. And we trade live sessions. So all you have to do is appear. Now, as long as you have a broker account with one of the binary brokers, you can just follow along and I'll say when to enter the trade. And we trade literally 1-minute trades. And, we average, 5, 6, up to 10% in a session. And with me, we trade 4 times a week, Monday to Thursday. So, there's many other different traders. Some like to trade over longer periods. So they'll give you signals and you just copy and paste those signals into your Forex broker account. And, you can pay for your membership very quickly by just doing that. And you don't have to start with a lot either. So I look forward to you joining us within the Epic family in the not too distant future.
Thank you very much, Angus. I really appreciate your time, taking time to meet the other part of the team that you haven't had a chance to. The team, if you have a chance, set up your time zones, get on Angus's sessions. He will teach you some things that you will not believe. I've been going through his content, absolutely amazing. So what I want to do right now is pass it back over to my business partner, Rashila. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks guys for logging in this evening. I mean, that was just a phenomenal call. Everybody just go ahead and drop some fires in the chat right now for Nicholas, who threw down tonight. Oh my God, like he makes me want to enroll all over again. Guys, if you see a great opportunity with what he just shared with you guys today, take advantage of that right now. You guys can change so many things in your life, guys. The only thing required of you is just to have an open mind and be coachable. If you guys can do those two things, you can make money off this industry. Just over the last 100 days, guys, I've seen over 50 people hit six figures. I've seen somebody come into this situation and pay off $102,000 worth of student loan debt. I've seen somebody come into this and in 9 days hit $100,000, guys. That's how much success is going on over here with Epic Trading. But what I want to do right now is introduce you to a gentleman out of the UK right now who, in a short amount of time, himself is one of the people I was just saying who have hit six figures in a short amount of time. So, Anand, are you on the line? Could you just drop some knowledge from your perspective and end the call and close out for us, please?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Wow, you guys just absolutely rocked it, right? So standing ovation for you. I did tell Nicholas before, he said, he just like, yeah, do you want to do the second half of the presentation? I'm like, you know what? I've just had like trying to save my energy a bit because I've had another call just earlier. So I'll come on just to gather some energy and like, yeah, you did it, man. That was a fire call and I'm fired up now again. So thank you.
I appreciate that. And just so everybody knows, everybody on my team, Anand is the one that he was my upline in the previous business for me and Seren, and he's the one that, you know, helped guide us over here to Epic. So, you know, this is the guy to thank because without him, I probably wouldn't be here. So go ahead, sir.
And thank you as well. You guys do an awesome, amazing job with the building. But yeah, I won't take too much of the time. You know, I've got a very similar story to Nicholas in the sense that, you know, I'm one of those who took the opportunity when we first came across it, but we absolutely ran with it, you know, and I'm now also at Ambassador 10 like Nicholas. And just want to share some context there behind that, you know, my entrepreneurial journey has not been long, okay? I am up till 3 years ago, I was full-time an employee and I thought that's the course of my life I was going to go for the rest of my life. The next 40 years, I used to work in the corporate world in insurance, didn't have the entrepreneurial thinking and mindset to take risks, right? I was the very opposite of that. But anyway, things changed in my life. I realized I wasn't fulfilled in my job and it was very difficult for me to say like, right, you know, I don't know, I just couldn't live life that way. It was literally to that extreme, literally. And I had to do something. I had to change. I had to find another way to make money. And, you know, network marketing is something I was always familiar with. And then I got into affiliate marketing as well. All these things I kind of dabbled into. And I did expect I'll hit my 10K months with any of these, but honestly, I never hit my breakthrough. And like Nicholas actually said, he made shared some important wisdom when preparation meets opportunity, right? In all those years that I failed online, well, I won't say failed, but in all those years I didn't break through with income results online, right? I probably was about maximum 1,000 a month, honestly. I couldn't stay like that for so long. I had to go back into corporate job after 3 years of it not working out. I was calling recruiters, right, to go back into corporate world. It was so hard. You know, when you become an entrepreneur, it's so hard to go back. It's almost impossible, right? We call it fun employed or unemployable, right? So anyway, I was so close to going back, right? This Epic came up and I was like, oh, I've just been involved in stuff like this. Me and Nicholas came from the previous company as well. And I didn't know if I had the faith in it. But, you know, when you see a real possibility to actually living your full-time freedom life, right? And if you know your number, what is that? Is that 2K a month to quit your full-time job? Is that 5K a month? Is that 10K a month, right? For me, it was 10K, but I was shooting for like 20K, 50K, just because we can see how powerful this is, right? As a business. And it was just impossible to go back into the corporate world. I was like, look, I'm just going to give this one last shot. If it's anything, it's got to be this one. I went all in. We got to an amazing start because there's so much energy in the team, the people we have around us, like the best people I've ever met. People like Nicholas, Rashila, Angus, and loads of us in the team. We just think on this level where we're ready for it, right? We're just a different breed of people, I'm telling you, right? So you come in, you want to join this level of people, level up your network, right? Join a team like us, right? And then make sure you have the right platform to match that. So like I said, other ways to make money. Come on, we got 2 ways here to make money. This is an industry where people are absolutely looking for money in general. I mean, in a society, like in the times we're living in now. So I'm just letting you know, from my experience, from Nicholas's experience, right? We haven't broken through in many areas of our entrepreneurial journeys before this, but for here we have. That shows the platform here works, the marketing is amazing, the team support is amazing, the leadership is incredible, right? And we felt supported the whole way. Yes, we work. Yes, we're hardworking leaders. Yes, we help our teams, but we've also got that support, right? And what we enjoy most, right, now that we're in these positions, we're here to help you grow, right? We grow when you grow. And that's what's most exciting about this business model. So that's just a short sharing from my side. I appreciate every single one of you here on this call. If you're not yet in Epic yourself, really ask yourself, right? How much do you want to change in your life, right? If you had the opportunity, we're in 2021 right now, right? For many of us, it's lockdown. If lockdown is right, you've already built up a residual income for yourself, right? And you've equipped yourself with a skill set, one or the other or both. When this lockdown is over, 2021, freedom begins, truly begins. We can travel, we can do all these other things. What if you had all the money in the world, time in the world to help you actually live that best life, epic life? That's what we're here for. This is the time now. Come in, get your head down, plug in, follow the leaders. You can truly be in that position. So I just want to let you feel inspired by our stories. If you have any questions, of course, get back to any people who you know, who's invited you here. But I hope to see you in the Epic family real soon, sharing it as well, paying it forward. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Anand. And thank you, everybody, for showing up. I appreciate it. I've got another call to get ready for. So again, thank you, Anand, Angus, Rashila, and the rest of the team. So hopefully you guys all have a beautiful evening, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.